The key to waking up hot is to go to bed looking a little crazy. When the Hello Kitty headband goes on, that's how you know it's getting serious in here. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Bri-day Gomez, and I am here to teach you how to become the hottest, highest, and healthiest version of yourself. I know I might be jump scaring some of you right now, but today I am teaching you one of the most valuable things in my life. Honestly, that's not even an exaggeration. Today I'm teaching you my ultimate routine, all my favorite hacks to go to sleep in a way where you will literally get hotter overnight. If you guys have listened to my podcast, you know that self-care is a huge part of not only your physical health and appearance, but literally how you operate on a day-to-day basis mentally. Self-care is honestly such a powerful form of practicing self-love. I feel like doing little acts of love like this for yourself really make the difference in your confidence and your relationship with yourself and your overall self-concept. I could go on and on about this, honestly. But I figured instead of just yapping about it, why don't I show you physically how I do it. I'm gonna look like the moon emoji here in a little bit, but for starters, I obviously just took an everything shower, you guys, the everything shower. It's not for the weak. What I'm using is the Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask by Kiehl's. This mask is my tried and true. It's like the only thing that makes me feel like my skin's actually getting cleaned. Like I visibly can tell a difference in my skin after I use this, especially as someone who struggles with like blackheads and pores and stuff like that. Like this mask, she does it for me. It's made out of Amazonian white clay and it intensively purifies to minimize pores. Intensively. I feel like when people hear self-care, it sounds like a whole thing. Like, oh my God, I have to pay hundreds of dollars to go spend on, nail appointments, getting my eyebrows done, getting my hair dyed. Like, yes, those are forms of self-care, but there are way easier things that you can do at home that literally take me 10 minutes. And I just do it really quickly before bed and I wake up feeling hotter. Guys, the key to waking up hot is to go to bed looking a little crazy. And that's not a crime. We have to do what we have to do. Beauty is pain. You could relax while you let this dry, or you could do something productive. 10 minutes is honestly the perfect amount of time to, clean up your space for the next day, make your meal prep, make your smoothie for the next morning. I like to do my face mask right after I shower. I feel like my pores are more open from the hot water and the steam, so everything just like gets in there better. The main thing that's made such a difference, two things actually. One, dry brushing before you get in the shower. Lymphatic drainage is honestly, you can get a lymphatic drainage massage to kind of remove the toxins out of your body, or you could just dry brush. It helps with cellulite. It helps with a bunch of other stuff, even just exfoliating. I think it's really nice. Every time you do this, you want to brush towards your heart just to help with blood flow and circulation. Actually, let me get you a list of the benefits for dry brushing. Lymphatic drainage removes dead skin cells, reduces cellulite, circulation, exfoliates, boosts energy, increases blood flow, relieves stress, stimulates collagen production, improves your skin tone, unclogs pores. Literally, like, why wouldn't you do this? This is like the easiest thing in my routine. It takes literally 30 seconds to just dry brush your body really quickly before you get in the shower. Easy. I've always been the kind of person who refuses to spend money on things if they're not gonna work. Like all those little self-care gimmicks. Like I was like, gua sha, really? Like I'm not gonna buy a, teeth whitening pen. There's no way that works. Like things like that. One thing that is in fact not a gimmick, scalp massager. I was secretly using my sister's and trying it because I refused to buy one for the longest time. So I was secretly stealing hers in our shower. Hopefully she doesn't watch this. But anyway, you put your shampoo in, right? Also, double wash everything. Double cleanse your face and double shampoo your hair because I can go over a week now without washing and it doesn't look oily at all. If you've ever struggled with hair growth, I highly recommend also just promoting a healthier scalp and exfoliating all the dead scalp skin cells and just getting all the built up gunk in there, whether it's hair product, oils, hairsprays, gels, whatever it may be. Get that out of there. We don't want her. I'm gonna go in with a little leave-in hair treatment. You don't need like thousands of products in your hair. Just find a few good ones that you like. This one has protein in it. It's for breakage prone and damaged hair, supports stronger, longer hair with the strength of boosting proteins and a shot of caffeine. Hello. That reminds me of, she's like a shot of espresso. Please do me a favor, make sure you brush through your hair before you get in the shower or get it wet. I thought this was common sense. Apparently it's not. Brush through your hair before getting in the shower, wash it twice, rinse it out, and then go in with your hair mask or your conditioner, brush it through, and let it sit for a few minutes at least. Hair mask should be at least 5 to 10, maybe even 10 to 20 depending on the mask. I used to think that self-care has to be so time consuming, but really it can be so fast and convenient. Like I feel like we don't realize how many little changes we can make to literally make us prettier. Also, if you can bear it, rinse off the end of your shower with just at least a minute of cold water. So good for you. I was like doing cold plunges for a little bit and I thought that was like so good. I felt so much happier. I felt like I slept better. Try even for just a week adding a cold rinse off to your shower routine, and it makes such a difference. For skincare products, it really just doesn't have to be that complicated. I feel like with social media, we tend to overcomplicate like the products in our routine and we feel like it has to be a 10-step routine. Like really, you don't need more than like 3 products max. I used to struggle with pretty stubborn hormonal acne and I was going to an esthetician to get facials and hoping maybe it would fix it. And what she told me totally changed my perspective. I needed a skin reset. I was trying everything to get my skin back to being clear again and nothing was working, and I found out the more products I tried, the more irritated and confused my skin was getting. But she wanted me to take a break from like the salicylic acid and the harsh products and literally just focus on a gentle cleanser and a simple moisturizer. And at first I was like, girl, you are crazy for asking me to do that, but it actually made such a difference and I didn't realize how much my skin needed that reset, and now it's ready to take in more products. Also, when I have time, I like to do a quick lymphatic drainage massage. It's basically just going super lightly in with your fingers and sculpting the face. Again, there are very specific ways to do this with your lymph nodes and you want to make sure you do it right. There's really good YouTube and TikTok tutorials on how to do this, but it's basically just doing a few swipes like on your jawline, your cheekbones, under your eyes, and you want to make sure you open up your lymph nodes before you do this so that everything drains down. I'm obsessed with the Laneige lip sleeping mask. Guys, I've actually been using this for years and years and years. I swear by this stuff. It's a lip sleeping mask, but I wear it as a lip balm all day, every day. One thing I started doing that's game changer, laser hair removal. Now, you can get this done professionally. I did get done professionally my armpits and down there, and I'm not gonna lie, game changer. I realized once I did that, I want this over my entire body. Every single follicle of hair on my body, besides my hair, obviously, and my eyebrows. Like, I want to zap it off. I need it gone. I needed it gone yesterday. Like, get it off me. However, I don't know if you guys have ever looked into laser hair removal. It can be pricey. So I was going to save up all my money and try to get laser hair removal everywhere because it just made my life so much easier. But then I found out you could literally do it at home. Sunglasses for protection. Wait, I look so cool right now. Guys, literally, I'm not even kidding. Lasering my arms right now. Arms have always been like an irritating spot, I feel like, to like shave and take care of. Like, I feel like the ladies who do it professionally, except I don't have to leave my room, which is really nice. You want to set the intensity levels differently for everybody depending on how fair your skin is because it's different for all skin tones. There's a mode on it called SHR mode, and it literally stands for super hair removal mode. And it just zaps the hair right off. I used the U-Like for the first time months ago on my legs, and I swear the hair still grows back so much slower. They also have an ice cooling effect, and it literally feels like I'm dragging an ice cube across my skin, and it's so soothing. To be honest, after starting laser on my body, I literally don't ever want to go back to razors. I'm sorry. But once I did laser, literally I don't get razor burn anymore because you hardly grow hair. It's recommended that to start out, you do this like a couple times a week for the first 1 to 2 weeks. But then after that, it's literally smooth sailing, and guys, it's so worth it. Look at my arm. Do you see anything? Anything? Let's get a close-up. I have not removed hair on this for literally like weeks, and they're as smooth as a baby's butt. Random little things like this that we don't realize take up so much time in our day, such as shaving, like this. Mwah. My baby. I'm gonna be totally real with you guys. I have struggled with razor burn and ingrown hairs so badly, especially in more sensitive, like intimate areas, if you know what I mean. And it takes such a toll on your confidence. Like, I was so insecure about like when my armpits or anywhere was super red and bumpy. It was just so uncomfortable and it didn't look cute, if I'm being honest. So this honestly changed the game for me because now I literally don't have to shave. Like, if I could find a product that's not gonna make me have to shave anymore, sign me up. Sign me up. Where do I sign up? Like, I feel like the U-Like is just game changer for the girlies, especially because you don't have to shave, you don't have to worry about ingrowns or cutting yourself with your razor or any kind of razor burn sensitivity. For me, the hair immediately started growing back thinner, and then over time, it literally just poof. It's like it was never even there. Now for the hair that we actually want to keep on our bodies. I love a good heatless hairstyle. I try my best not to blow dry. I have 2 go-to heatless hairstyles. I have one that's more of like a actual curl, and then I have one that's like beachy mermaid. And then I have one that's like beachy mermaid crimped waves. I'm sure you guys have all seen her by now. She was viral on TikTok. She was going off. But honestly, I think I'm gonna show you guys how I do it without a product, just so I can show for people like who don't want to buy anything, and so that everyone can do this at home. But we're just gonna focus on one side for now. This is by no means a professional hair tutorial. I'm just doing Dutch braids today. My hair actually dried low-key a little too much. I say like you want to do this when it's 80% dry, no drier than that. The best part about overnight hairstyles is that it really does not have to look good, like at all. But a Dutch braid, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, it's a reverse French braid. So instead of a regular braid, you're gonna be adding hair as you go in, just like a French braid. But as you add the hair in, you're gonna cross it under. Okay, it's really hard to see with my hair since I have literally no highlights or anything. The amount of time though that sleeping this hairstyle has saved me over the years. But I love this as a protective hairstyle. You don't have to pull it super tight either. I honestly prefer the way it looks looser, and it's gonna be better for your hair, fighting damage, not getting any breakage from like a super tight braid or bun. Okay, please keep in mind that the part in the back is supposed to be uncentered and zigzag. But I didn't do a terrible job, right? Also, eyelash and eyebrow serums, any kinds of serums, hair serums, literally game changer. I use Babe Lash for my eyelashes. All right, I think that's all I'm gonna do for tonight's self-care night. Again, self-care is supposed to be enjoyable and therapeutic, and it shouldn't feel like a chore and something you have to do. It should kind of feel like you're doing acts of service for a loved one. You know, imagine your self-care nights as a little date with yourself. I feel like that's what self-care is, and also things that are gonna save you time, you know, being high maintenance in order to be low maintenance. So I challenge you guys to really take some time to do at least one of these things for yourself tonight, just to spend some time alone with yourself and practice expressing acts of love for you. Reminder that we should be pouring into ourselves the way that we want to pour into other people. Every time you get that urge to text that one person you know you shouldn't be texting, do an act of self-care instead. That's the price you pay. Investing just a little bit of time into your self-care and your well-being really does go the extra mile when it comes to boosting your confidence, boosting your self-love and self-concept. This is the first video I've really done with you guys that's not a podcast episode, so let me know what you thought of it. And now your girl needs to go to sleep because I'm sleep deprived and the self-care night was much needed, but it's time for me to catch up on my sleep. That's like number one. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on all my socials. Add me on Snapchat at Brianna Gomez with 2 B's for a more personal look on my life. I love you guys so, so much. Let me know what other content you want to see from me, and I will see you next Bri-day. Love you. Bye. Mwah.